Good evening. Sorry about the sun. Not much I can do about that. Have some. Wherever you are. It's lovely weather here in Brittany. I'm sorry. I recognise it's not that good back home. But I heard it's been good as well, so hopefully you're getting to enjoy the sun. Enjoying the weather is a very positive thing for your mental health. Getting out, even on your lunch break, just getting out for a walk can help. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today, because I don't really know where I want to go next, but I wanted to say that, like, one of the things that certainly for me I found most helpful about this is I feel like I don't have all the answers, but I do feel like the fact that I'm talking about it means that you know that you can talk about it. And if you feel you can't talk about it, then I want you to ask yourself why. Why can't you talk about it? I do understand that that's not a very simple question to answer either, but try and find that. Talking with other people, talking with relatives can be difficult, because they're people that know you very well for a very long time and they know everything about you. Your friends as well. The other thing about friends is that what you might not realise is that the unsaid part behind it is the fact that you feel that you will be stigmatised by your friends because of having certain feelings, certain emotions, suffering in a particular way through your depression or your trauma, and the feeling that these people that think they know you really don't know you. So that's why it's helpful to speak to somebody who is not related or is not a friend, like a psychologist, like a psychiatrist. What's the difference between a psychologist and psychiatrist? One gets paid more. That's a very flippant answer, sorry. There is a difference, I don't have time to go into it now. I think the thing that talking to a stranger, and the thing about it is, the first time you go into a psychologist, you'll sit down and you'll think, I have nothing to talk about. And that's perfectly natural. It's perfectly normal. You could even be sitting outside, you could be thinking to yourself now, well, I think, what would be the point of me going to see a psychologist? What will that solve for me? Perfectly rational, valid questions to be asking yourself. We grow up in a society that stigmatises people who go to seek help. Our psychologists are the people we talk to in the pub on a Friday night. That's not good enough anymore. So, the thing about going to talk to a stranger, and sometimes when you go and talk to a stranger, the things that you find to talk about are not things that you would naturally talk about with your family and friends. They ask you questions which help you question yourself. And if your psychologist is not helping you question yourself, then you need to think about your psychologist. But certainly from my experience, and I went to a psychologist when my marriage, basically when my marriage ended, I went to a psychologist because I had a lot of inner turmoil and a lot of things I just couldn't process and I couldn't work out. And I found it helped me immensely. And I still go. I don't go as regularly as I used to. And certainly with the coronavirus, it's made life very, very difficult. Thankfully, psychologists that I do talk to have Skype sessions and that kind of stuff that I can avail of if I need. I find talking to people very, very helpful for me. I don't have any, as I said the other day, I'm quite lucky in my life. I don't have any huge issues, but the problems that I do have are enough that they affect me. And I have had depression, so I do know what that feels like. To say that I have had depression, what I mean is I have had depressive bouts. I can't say that I won't have another depressive bout again in the future, but it's not something that affects me all the time, daily. I go through phases of it and waves of it every now and then that it just hits me. And talking about it helps. And even sometimes it's just talking about the fact that I feel like shit today. Why do you feel like that today? I don't know. It's okay. It's okay to not have answers. Psychologist is not going to give you answers. They're going to help you find the answers in yourself. So that's why I feel that it's something that you should maybe go out of your way to avail of and find someone who can help you like that. I realise there's a few factors. The first is there's the stigma. The second is there's a cost involved. They're not covered by medical cards and that kind of stuff, the PRSI, I understand that that's an unfortunate factor, and hopefully in time governments will realise that this is a valuable service and a necessary service to provide. I don't have an answer to that, I'm very sorry. I personally, one of the reasons why I don't go as often as I would like to is that I can't afford it all the time. I should really go about every 2 weeks. I go about once a month, so that's just the way it is. Hopefully that'll change in time, but also I find that that's enough for me at the moment. I find that it suits me, it suits my needs. At the start I went every week, and thankfully at the time I could afford it. But I've done enough. I've done 2.5 years of talking to a psychologist who knows me very well now. So when I go in, there's a shorthand that we have, and we built up a rapport whereby I can get out of 45 minutes what I used to take me 2 or 3 weeks to achieve. So that's my personal experience, and yeah. So that, I hope, helps you somewhat in knowing that that's something that's available to you. And that you maybe should look into if you haven't already, and understanding that there's a reason why you can't talk to the people who are closest to you. They know you too well, and that's why going to speak to somebody who doesn't know you at all can be beneficial, because they're going to look at you objectively. They're going to look at you as a human, as opposed to a member of family, a brother, a sister, a daughter, a niece, what have you. So they're going to look at you in a different way to how your family can look at you, and they're going to help you more because they'll be more objective and more honest with you. They won't have opinions of you based on how you were as a kid, that kind of thing. So, and your experiences that you recount to them will feed into how they help you address and how they help you ask the questions. It's how I came to realization that the problems I had were driven by my thoughts of what society thinks of me, not actually about me, and have helped me deal with who I am as a person. So anyway, hopefully that helps. If you want me to be that stranger, give me a shout. I can't promise to have answers, but maybe I can help you get on the right road of finding somebody who can. And if we are related, I can guarantee you I'm not going to hold anything against you that we might have known from our childhood. So yeah, hopefully that helps someone. I don't know. Anyway, on this lovely sunny evening, I've drunk no water today. It's been great. It's still sunburnt. Let's see how these go. Got to 22 and I thought I have to do them all. I have to do them all. I can't drop my knees for 3. Oh, sun. Okay, focus. Alright, that's it. We'll talk to you tomorrow.